Good morning, everyone. We are coming to you from Santa Fe, New Mexico. I'm sorry, Kathy and I have actually never been to New Mexico. Driving from Cheyenne down here was kind of cool. We got to watch the mountains, like in Colorado. We thought they disappeared. You see this one mountain coming down and stop. But then the mountains came back up again. We crossed the border into New Mexico. And if you haven't been here, on I-25 South, the terrain actually doesn't really change that much. I was expecting, big cactuses, and as you just saw in that preview, tiny cactuses, which is fine. That's cool. Because I'd never been here. The altitude is like 6,900 feet, and it's wreaking havoc on our sinuses. It's unbelievable. And the air is dry, so constantly coughing. If we don't, take cough syrup or because I have asthma, I have to use my inhaler. But yeah, it's really pretty here. So it got really close to me putting pants on before we left. And I don't know if I told you guys, I got a personal goal to wear shorts for a whole year. Nonstop. No blue jeans. No blue jeans. I can wear my pajamas and stuff like that if I want to. But yeah, so when we left Cheyenne, it was 29 degrees. It was frosty outside. I mean, literally, there's frost and everything. I used my sweatshirt, still wore shorts. My hands were kind of cold, but yeah, my legs were fine. So we shall see. Anyway, yeah, it's beautiful here. We're going to go out. We're probably about, a couple miles above Santa Fe right now. We're in I honestly don't remember the name of the campground. This campground used to be a KOA. Now it's not. The KOA is up the road. This is really, when you drive down here and you're looking at the countryside, lots of antelope. Saw lots of antelope. But it just reminded me of Young Guns. The terrain that they were in for the movie Young Guns. It was wild, and it makes you feel like you're actually out in the West, which we are. We're in the Southwest. It's really cool. So, all right, we're gonna try to get some footage of Santa Fe when we go down there. Yeah, it's pretty. In a couple days we'll be heading to. Sorry if the wind is so loud. It's a slight breeze, but apparently it's really windy down here as well, like it is in Cheyenne. So yeah, here, let me show you this. So the camper is level. For those of you who maybe are new to RVing or just interested in what we're doing, you got to see this. I have yet to have the camper do this. So I'm going to show you here real quick. So it's kind of an optical illusion. Looks like the back end's about 4 feet off the ground, and the front is basically almost sitting on the ground. The jacks actually bottomed out yesterday, which is fine. It's what they're supposed to do to get level. Give you an idea, see how low that is to the ground. But the camper is level. I even took out, because I just wanted to make sure that what I was seeing wasn't an illusion, I took out my level inside, put it in the center of the camper and set it on the counter, and sure enough, we were dead level. So another update, if you got yourself a Starlink or you're just still on the fence about it, 99.99% of the US is now open. There's very few spots. One of them just outside of Albuquerque. There's a couple other spots in the US that are still open areas, but you can still use it. I mean, each one of those little octagon things represents probably about 10 miles. So if you're in the dead center of one of those spots that isn't open yet, you're still going to get good service. I can promise you that. We've done that since we've owned it. This is what, our third year with it, and because Kathy works on the road, absolutely hands down the best. It is getting better all the time. It's like we had clouds, rainstorms, you know, that were blocking the satellites as they're going over top, we never lost connectivity. It was just amazing. Now there are some times where the array will sweep into a tree or something like that, and you'll lose it for about a second. But that's about it. I'm telling you what, the Starlink is worth the money. It's what we were paying when we were back home. The initial cost would be a downside, but I don't see a downside to it, and I am so happy that we have it. I can watch my F1 races, Kathy can work, I can game. It's all good. But let me zoom in on those, oops, sorry about that. Let me zoom in on those hills over there. That's probably about a quarter mile away. It's beautiful here. It really is. I know Juan, somewhere down here in New Mexico, is his home, where he was born and raised, I guess. So hey, we're here. Yes, sir. Alrighty. Came to see my relatives, see where we came from. It's almost like going to a stateside. If Kathy would just turn around and come back. Kathy, come back here. Can't film inside, so to film outside. We're downtown Roswell. I'll tell you what, this town is beautiful. It really is. And of course, okay. We're gonna go to the museum and check it out. We'll let you know how it is once we get in there. Gift shop, of course. Kathy finding all the stuff in the gift shop. We're in Texas. First time I've ever driven through it. Not the first time I've ever been to Texas. I've been to Dallas on an airplane once. So we're stopping for a restroom break. Landscape hasn't changed that much from New Mexico. I think a little bit more, I don't know, hills or mountains or what. Lots of traffic. It's like 82 degrees out. That's so nice. That's pretty. Got these almost done in there, so I gotta lock up. Then we're gonna hit the road. Speaking of the Delaware shows. All right, see you in a bit.